Okay, it's been a few weeks, so I figured I'd do an update. This is the oil unloading platform. I think I'm about 90% done. Uh, Although details keep coming up and I have to keep adding more and more stuff. But big things left to do are to finish the piping and the fencing. Piping on the in between the platform and the tanks. There's platform piping in there, and then the tank platform itself, all the vertical pipes going up to the top. And then the fencing in the foreground here. Fencing would go from this valve here all the way over to the first tank, and there's some fencing in between as well. So I'll just give you a bit of a look-see first, and then we'll talk about what I've done. So just taking advantage of the last nice weather. There's a hideous amount of piping on this thing. I didn't realize it was such a big deal until I got into it and started looking at the photographs after I'd started building it. But yeah, this is by far the most detailed thing I've ever done. Anyway, so this is the company side. The other side was the track side, the rail side, obviously with the rail there. So got pretty much everything in place and sorted. The towers are now glued in. The platform's not. And the piping is not along the ground here. Started doing some vegetation so I can do some gluing in eventually when I get settled on. So I'll just go over this area here, I guess, in the middle. As you can see, those pipes don't go anywhere. I got some photos a couple days ago of that area. There's another box there, which is probably some kind of distribution thing, but the two valves right here are obviously going to distribute that to those tanks. They don't go anywhere as of yet. So I've got a whole whack of stuff to fill in there. And then that the first tower there, the first tank, has got lots of vertical piping on this side. And that's also distributing to the first 3 tanks, I think, on top. And I don't believe that's in use anymore. The stuff that you see on the side here is, I think, this is new piping, and I think that's what they're using to empty the tanks and fill them up. So there's a rack there, the black plastic stuff, the angle. There's 4 racks there that they're resting on. There's 4 sets of pipes. 2 of them are insulated, 2 of them are not. So the insulation is just tin foil wrapped around the pipes, kind of in a rough manner to make it look like a wrap. And then the bottom ones have been painted white with Vallejo. That actually sticks nice to tin foil, and that goes all the way over here. So there's the first valve there. That's the first unload, and then there's another unload right here. So those are the tanker unloads. I think those are the ones they're using right now. Fencing, as you can see, kind of fell over in the wind, but that fencing goes in between the tanks there to block access. Fencing also has to go right across here. That's gonna be a tricky one to do because I got pipes and I got other things obviously to go around. So I didn't get any clear pictures of how that works, but I'll just have to cut holes in the fence, I guess. I'm not sure, but that's gonna be a tricky part. Good thing is the tower is pretty much 100% complete. I don't have to do any further work there other than to just glue it in place. Ground cover, that's just regular old, I think it's core rope that I just sliced pieces off of, and I just stuck it in so I made a light green, dark green, and a medium green, and I just stuck it in a container with some acrylic paint and some water and let it soak in and then let it dry and then shredded it. So that's that. And then I just got some regular, I think it's, it's a product. It's in a plastic bag I got in a box. I don't know what it is. It's just spongy stuff on the ground. The ground cover is dirt from a backyard, and on the other side there I've got some sand as well. So this is where the trucks would go. I'm not finished here, so that's the sand bit right here. I don't know, I'm going to scrape most of that off, I think, and I'll have to lighten that up. It's because the trucks do pull up to this side. So that is the driveway side. What else can I show you? Yeah, anyway, just adding some vegetation in to make it look a bit more real. This is going to be a single piece. Once I get it on the layout, I do have to obviously landscape it in. the towers, I just added a bit onto the top of them. Those are the lift rings on the top. You can see there. The first tank didn't actually have any lift rings, but the other ones did. So they've obviously craned them in place. What else? Concrete pads down there. There's a bunch of electrical boxes and stuff I have to add on here too. I guess there's pumps and stuff. Anyway, it's been a hell of a build. I've enjoyed doing it, but I'm looking forward to having it complete. I poke around maybe half an hour a day on this thing. I can't do it all in one go. I do get into the zone sometimes, but it's best to leave it. There's just so much finicky detail here that, you know, if you went for a couple hours, you might get upset and break something. So yeah, I'm just going as I feel like it. Anyway, I will, the next video I guess will be complete and it'll be on the layout, and I'll give you guys an update then. But yeah, it's been a hell of an effort to get this one as far as it is, and hope you like it. I'll have to do some operations when I get this thing on the layout. Anyway, have a good day. Thanks to my recent subscribers, appreciate that, and all the comments coming in, really appreciate that too. Anyway, have a good weekend. More soon.